Hi Pisces, I'm Michelle B and I've got some messages here for you. Typically, I do messages that can be construed for either creative projects and career and money, or they can be construed for love and relationships. This one is definitely about love and relationships. If this story resonates with you, there's some advice going forward. If it doesn't, there's lots of other tarot readers on YouTube. You can look up Pisces stories through them, or you can look up on my channel your rising, your moon, or Venus, Mars placements. Different parts of our placements on our charts can light up at different times in our lives. It just depends on what's going on and what's got the more powerful energy. So going ahead and going forward with the story that I see here is about a situation where Pisces is like I said, in relationships and connections, where their instinct was pinging. Something's wrong, something's wrong. You tuned it out for a long time, and it created a lot of exhaustion for you because you were working against your heart. And when you finally said enough is enough, it just left you just devastated inside. But however, the energy of sadness and sorrow and self-pity is starting to turn, and it's moving instead toward maybe looking a little bit, being hopeful and looking a little bit forward to the future, being a little bit optimistic that things could be different, right? But there is still like a weight. It's a weight holding you down. I feel like this guy's like holding a rock that's on top of his heart. That's like there's still that weight of sadness, but there is like a little bit of a hopeful twinge to it going forward. So let's see what suggestions that we have. First, we're going to look at the internal landscape, see if this checks out for you. Right now, you're like, I'm just going to focus on my work. I'm just going to go to my job. I'm just going to do my creative projects. I'm going to do my thing, right? I've got so much to give to the world. I don't have time, and I don't have time or energy for self-pity because I have so much to contribute to the world. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. It's you focusing on your art, focusing on your craft, right? Just putting more and more attention to detail and doing better and better at what you do. This is really, really good. This has been a good outlet for you. It's been your savior, essentially, because it's helping you to meet new people, and it's helping you to turn that energy away from being sad about things that you had so much hope in, and it turned out, and your instincts were telling you otherwise, but you didn't want to. It's like rose-colored glasses. Pisces is the sign of rose-colored glasses. That's what you were doing. So the Hierophant and the Lovers are both here in your internal landscape, and you were like, there was this conflict inside of you between whether or not your expectations for yourself were realistic. Like you had expectations that you could have like a standard relationship, but that's not what was presented to you. The person that you were connecting with was like, I'm not your standard relationship type, and you're just gonna have to deal with it if you love me. And you're like, if this resonates with you, right? And you're like, okay, and going along with it, but your instincts were telling you otherwise, right? Your instincts were like, this person, I'm not saying this was a bad person, but this person didn't have your best interest in mind. They had their best interest in mind, and your instincts were telling you otherwise. Not that they're bad, it just wasn't appropriate for you, okay? And so you didn't listen to your instincts, you didn't make the right choice for an extended period of time, and that was rough, right? And so internally, the final card that I have, so that was just a little turn to like look back. And you're like, can I even trust myself? Can I even trust myself anymore if I don't listen to my instincts? If somebody's pulling the wool over my eyes for so long. And that's the weight. More than what happened in the past. It's like what I did to myself is the thing that's bothering you the most. But going forward, you're like, I understand that there's all these choices, and I know what I want in the long run. But the thing is, with it being reversed, I have no energy to go do it. I have no energy to pursue it. I'm afraid that I'm going to make a bad choice again. I'm afraid I'm going to do the same I'm going to do the same thing to myself again that I did before. And ultimately, it's like, I don't trust the options that are available to me. And it's saying, like, really, you don't trust the universe. That's what it's saying. You don't trust the universe because you don't trust your instincts. This person that inadvertently inflicted this harm on you, this emotional harm on you, they were a reflection of an aspect of yourself that you needed to get in touch with, you needed to learn about. Because we are ultimately attracted to a person that has aspects of what we want. So there could be a part of you that doesn't want to be in a commitment. There's like conflicting parts in every person. So there's like a part of you that wants to be in something stable, and you know that that's what's healthy, but there's also a part of you that doesn't want to trust anybody and therefore wants to be this person that comes in and out and can do whatever they want and wants to not be committed. And that's why we're attracted to someone that might be that way, even though it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, there are parts of you that want to be that way, and that's why you're attracted to it. Okay, so the universe was shining a light on that for you. I mean, even though it's not healthy, it's still there. All right. So the universe was giving you a gift. Your instinct was to get out after you had it reflected. As soon as you saw it, you're like, yeah, I understand that that's the thing, but I don't want to be part of it. It's not helping me. And you didn't listen to that, and it drug out a lot longer than it needed to. And that's what's making you be like, I don't want to suffer that ego harm anymore. Well, let's move forward into your advice. Just to let you know, all that noise of people talking, there's a cafe right outside my like downstairs from my bedroom window. I live in a downtown arts district, so when you hear people blah, ha, 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 having a good time, it's because they're having a beautiful breakfast in a really lovely outdoor cafe. Yay! Thanks, COVID. Okay. There's a few cups here. We got an 8 of Wands flying, like energy flying in. I feel like there's something coming your way with this 8 of Wands being here. There is an energy coming your way that you need to be ready to catch, but your plate is your bowl, your container for catching the love, passion, energy is upside down and not ready to catch it. So you're being encouraged to be a little bit more optimistic, right? And you're like, I could be more optimistic. So you're encouraged to be ready for this energy that's coming in. Now, this could be coming in the form of a person that's very passionate, a connection that could like turn into something else. It could also be an exciting project and an exciting thing that you're going to do that is going to light you up and make you feel like, I don't even care about whether or not I'm in a relationship right now because I am having such a good time and I'm really happy. So something is coming. So you got to wake up from your sleeping state, from that, being sad sleeping state. Be ready to accept the gifts that the universe is bringing to you. Okay. Your instincts are telling you that something is coming and you're trusting them, right? You know when to trust them now. And you're also telling yourself over and over and over again, you're telling yourself that you will always be okay because your instincts are telling you, you always do what your instincts tell you to do. You're always going to be okay because you always do what your instincts tell you to do, even though logically it doesn't make sense. You're following your heart immediately when the messages come in. All right, you know you're going to be okay. Therefore, you can accept what's coming in because you know that the universe is working on your behalf to take care of you. So 8 of Cups is here in the advice, which is there's a part of you that's still connected to the past. There's a part of you that's like, I invested so much into what happened before, and it hurts so much to be leaving it behind. You still want to hold on to it. But the universe is like, You may be able to come back to it later, but right now you need to put it on. Right now you need to put those cups on the shelf. You need to set them aside. I'm not seeing you going through and kicking them over and just like giving it up completely. The cycle may not be complete, but you do need to, as scary as it is, as sad as it is to walk away from what you worked on for so long, it is time for you to experience new things. It is time for you to have new experiences for growth, emotional growth, spiritual growth, and maybe economic growth. I can see that things are going to become more and more stable for you in the economic realm. The Emperor is here as a major arcana. It's like things with all this work that you're doing to take care of your bank account, to take care of your creative projects. All that work is going to create a lot of economic stability for you, because instead of focusing on love affairs that leave you feeling not so great, and then it's like a love hangover that you've been going through, that keep you from being able to be at your best in your work. Your life is stabilizing, and therefore you're able to think clearly, think more creatively, and put all of that love energy into your work. So I see both for you in the immediate future, both interesting opportunities for connection, and also more opportunities for fulfilling work that bring you more and more economic stability. All right, so finally, it was our affirmation that kicked off the whole reading. I trust my instincts and make decisions with confidence. Going forward, you know that you are always safe, that you are always taken care of. Whatever the universe brings to you is for you, but your instincts will tell you when it's time to cut out. And from now on, you're going to listen to them. You're not going to be like, oh no, that doesn't seem logical. I don't want to seem like one of those fruitcakes that just decides to take off. Be one of those fruitcakes, because that's the universe telling you. You are a mutable sign. That means that you're going to switch directions suddenly. Accept it. Stop trying to be an Aquarius, okay? Stop trying to be a Taurus. You are Pisces. That means that you change direction, because you've got the strongest intuition of the entire zodiac. So your intuition tells you this isn't for me, and you're going to listen to it right away, and therefore you will always be safe. I love you. Love you so much, Pisces. It's my rising, so I feel a strong connection. I will see you in a couple weeks.